Okay, we are back.
Episode 148, part 2. We talking the Olympics.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. Thanks for continuing to rock with us.
Yes, man. LeBron James got dunked on.
Oh my God, it was a murder. It was a murder.
That was amazing. Honestly, that was such a huge moment, and the hometown Paris crowd went crazy. We all went crazy too. We're all American. We were all like, "Whoa, he deserves a gold medal just for dunking on Bron like that." But it wasn't enough.
We were hoping that LeBron would be able to get him back, but the opportunity did not arise. At least we won the game, but still, it was flagrant. The picture looks nuts. I'm mad I didn't remember to put it up here, but
it was so much, man. So many moments.
Yeah, it was really bad. I was surprised that happened.
It was great. It was great, but it was even better to see Bron and Steph and KD play together, man. And Steph, as you said, bro, he went off the last two games. He was like a man possessed. I love it. I always root for Steph. But how did you feel? I know, a lot of people were saying, it felt so good to finally root for Steph. And I know you rarely ever rooted for him in the past. How did it feel, man?
I mean, listen, I've always liked Steph. He's a legend in his own right. He'll probably finish his career top 10 in the rankings of greatest of all time. But I think that to see him do what he did the last couple games, semifinals, finals games, just clutch shot when you need it. It in some ways it's like, oh yes, great shot, and in other ways it's like, this is what this motherfucker do every time. Like, I hate him for this stuff too. Like, you love to see it when he's on the team that you're rooting for, but you hate to see it when he's not. And shout out to Steph though. It was impressive. I'm glad that LeBron won the MVP. Steph could have, though. The way he played those last couple games, like he gave him a run for the money.
Yeah, I think Steph definitely deserved it. I didn't even know they did MVP, but it's a team sport, man, and they got gold. Like, people can be critical of them, but I think this is one of the best teams that we've ever seen. And I just think the competition's just getting stronger.
It is.
France should be a lot better, but I don't see the U.S. struggling in L.A., man. We on home turf in 2028.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Wemby in 4 years is going to look like Giannis, hopefully. And all these other teams are going to continue to get better. Yeah. Like you said, we'll have even more international players in the NBA by then. Like, it's just going to be, pushing the envelope.
Yeah,
it is going to be. It's going to be a battle.
Yeah, but we're the home country, so I feel like we should dominate in a sport that we created. But we'll see. It's gotten so competitive, even on the women's side, man. The women's final versus France was super close.
Dude, they almost sent it to overtime. If her foot was not on the line, that was going to overtime, and I don't know if we would have won, because it was scrappy.
Yeah,
like the women's game was very impressive.
Man, it was intense.
Very impressive.
Intense. That's the gold medal that tied us with China. So shout out to the women.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I did realize, I hate NBA fans, bro. They're so annoying.
Why?
Because it's just like you have people rooting against Team USA because they were Nuggets fans. Like, I like Jokic, so I'm rooting for Serbia. Or I like Giannis, so I'm rooting for Greece. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm a Spurs fan, I'm rooting for Wemby. I'm like, aren't you American? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I will say I don't really understand that. Like, at the end of the day, you're from America. I get that you like this specific player. I like Giannis, but I didn't want him to do jack shit. I was talking shit every single time he put up points, because I was mad he wasn't doing shit in the playoffs. Like,
he was hurt though, man. That's not
fuck
fair.
That. How you hurt, and then all of a sudden you can drop 30 on whoever you're playing for Greece. Fuck
it's
that.
called time. No,
I don't care. I don't like the timing.
That's crazy.
I do not like that timing.
You're crazy, bro. That's why I hate NBA fans, yo. But also because people were so offended, man, at Noah Lyles, man, the track star in the U.S. He won the 100-meter race, bro. And that was one of the closest races I've ever seen. I still don't know who won that, but seeing the extreme close-up, I'm like, okay, he won.
I'm glad that they explained it, because his foot was barely across the line, but it goes by the upper body. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because he actually leaned forward versus other people, their leg was way farther out, but they didn't lean forward enough.
Bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that. But people were rooting against him because he said, months ago, he was just like, how do the NBA champions say they're world champions? What world? Like the United States of America? And it's just like, I get what he's saying, but I didn't understand why everyone got so defensive over
They were
that.
ready to roast this dude. Everybody turned into his race to try to kill him. They were like, "Oh, if he loses."
Like you had Americans rooting against him because they're butthurt over his comments about the NBA, and it's just like his comments were valid. Like, why are people so sensitive? Like, I understand what he's saying. There's definitely multiple pro leagues, and okay, let Team USA win FIBA or win the Olympic gold medal, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can sleep at night, NBA fans. You don't have to root against your own country because this guy wants to talk, and I think it's smart of him. Now he made himself a name.
I mean, he did, and it seems like he is kind of controversial. Like I think he had beef with one of the other track stars on the USA team, the guy who I think came in silver or bronze for the 100. Yeah, yeah, they had beef, but I mean, regardless, he got gold for that, and then the 200, he ran. But here's the thing with the 200. He came out and he started jumping and hooping and hollering and doing all this extra shit. I feel like if he hadn't done that, he would have won the 200 too. But he did all that, and then he went out and he got bronze.
Yeah, he had COVID, man. So
he was laid out after that race. He was laying on the ground. His mom was having a panic attack because she was like, he has asthma. He needs his inhaler. Nobody's helping him. Help him. Like, it was a mess.
I mean, you guys can relate, right? Like, Troy? Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's scary.
Having asthma, like.
For sure.
Yeah, and COVID, like, it kicks it up a notch. So.
For sure. It's scary, especially for a mom like that watching it. It's got to be a little scary.
I want to know what kind of COVID he had, though, because they announced that he had COVID, and then 2 days later, they were like, all right, he doesn't have COVID anymore, and he was out partying.
That's the new COVID. It's the Olympic COVID. Oh, man. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the Olympics. I enjoyed watching Noah Lyles win.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching Sha'Carri win.
There were a lot of viral moments, man. There were a lot of viral moments. Sha'Carri won. Her nails won. It was shout out to Sydney McLaughlin, Jersey native. She seems to break every one of her own records every time she races on a like international platform. It was impressive. It was impressive. I'm glad Sha'Carri at least got a gold though in the relay.
Yeah, she earned it. The anchor of the relay. She didn't have a lead. She took the lead, looked back with confidence, and I feel like that's why she gets the endorsements because she has the personality, she has the charisma. I feel like Noah Lyles with Adidas, obviously he's been fighting with them, and we talk about Adidas, and I just feel like they are behind. And I feel like he's doing the right things to kind of just make noise. Hopefully it works. But I do think, we know so much about Sha'Carri because of Nike. Like, she has the commercials. She had the commercials even when she didn't qualify for the Olympics. I hope that he gets his endorsements.
We know Sha'Carri because she smoked a blunt. Like, that's why we know her.
Yeah. But I'm happy. I'm happy for Team USA all across the board.
Yeah.
Troy, what stood out for you in the Olympics? Did you get to watch a lot of it?
Yeah, I did. I really like watching the volleyball.
Okay.
Team volleyball.
You a freaky boy, yo. You a freaky boy.
Volleyball across the board. That's one of my ones. I like badminton. I played badminton back in high school a little bit. That was a lot of fun. Track and field was good. Even like the basketball game. I was watching that. I was in the hospital last week, and I was like trying so hard to be quiet, but I'm like watching this game, and I'm watching like Steph just straighten every shot. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so exciting. So overall, I had a really good Olympics. And I think seeing that volleyball inspired me to play volleyball. I think there's a volleyball league opening down in Surf City. I think at the end of the month. So
for real?
I might try that on Saturday mornings or Saturday early afternoon. So
that's dope.
I'm feeling inspired. Yeah.
That is dope. Yeah. I got inspired by those volleyball players too, man. Woo, that Brazilian team.
Them cameramen were inspiring. Man.
Oh my god!
Shout out to them.
Listen, they all need raises. They all better get some bonuses.
Yeah, they were giving other people raises.
Can you believe that the U.S. only pays $37,000 to people that win a gold medal?
Yeah, I can believe that.
That's so cheap.
You surprised?
That's so cheap, man.
I mean, I don't know. How much are they supposed to get paid?
I don't know. I feel like if you win gold, that's a big deal. Like you're on a world stage. Like there's millions, if not billions, of people that are watching some of these competitions. Just the process of going through trials to even be put on the Olympic team for your country is a huge endeavor.
Yeah.
Like the training and the time, and you're preparing for 4 years just for this one fucking tournament.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like they should get
100K at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say
figures.
50 to 100. Like it for a gold, that's a big deal. Because a lot of these sports, they're not getting endorsements and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like there's college athletes that are making more money than these professionals. Like I don't think that's right.
I agree. I think
right.
100K, 250K would suffice. I mean, how much money do we send to Ukraine and Israel?
So that they can bomb people. Bring up Ukraine. Did you see that they like have broken through the Russian border?
No.
Yes.
I've vaguely heard.
It just happened like over the last few days.
Oh my God.
And they're like taking over some random town and area and shit.
Oh, well, they couldn't have done it without us.
For real, right?
The world's crazy.
It's sick. The U.S. is just a big arms dealer. Listen, I feel like if we would stop giving away fucking guns and shit and make them pay for it, we would get out of this like debt crisis that we have.
Bro, don't even start.
I'm serious. Why don't we just be an arms deal? If that's what we're gonna do anyway, but make them pay for the guns. Just make them pay for them.
That's not what it's about. It's about power and strategy.
Listen, we need the money too.
The money comes later. It's an investment to keep us, an empire. It's different. But I know what you're saying. Nothing's getting us out that $1 trillion deficit.
It's like $20 trillion or something crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. But anyway, the U.S., we talked about the top athletes of since 2000. And Simone Biles was one of the top ones. And she showed us again. She had to remind us, man.
Queen.
She's one of the go.
Queen. Big time. Yeah. Everybody, like the whole stadium, when she would walk out, everybody just standing ovation.
Yeah.
Like they know what time it is.
Yeah. Well deserved, man. She's a legend. She's the greatest ever, man. I mean, seeing her jump around is insane.
Listen, 4-foot phenom, man. She is impressive. She is really impressive. And she got gold in the vault. She got like a few gold medals and then a bronze to go along with it. It was just, she's the queen.
Yeah, excellence, man. She said, "I love my black job." After winning gold.
You know what? I was watching these Olympics, and I'm like, they really need to do more for the black people in this country because it's fucked up. We are the only reason that we're competitive in like most of these fucking sports. The only reason that the U.S. is competitive in half the shit that we got 126 medals for is because of black people. And we get no love, no respect, no resources, none of that shit that we deserve in this fucking country. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. But meanwhile, we take our asses out there and run and swim and jump and dive and all this other shit. Yeah. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, if Kamala's the president, she said she's going to walk it like she talks it.
She ain't going to do jack shit. But vote for Kamala. Vote for Kamala.
Are you endorsing Kamala Harris?
If I need to endorse her for people to vote for her, absolutely, sure, I'll endorse Kamala.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, who else am I going to endorse right now?
RFK.
Please.
That guy's a maniac.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of maniacs out there because the internet they were flaming Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens. He sparked outrage while posing with Simone Biles' gold medal after she won in Paris. He posted a picture, they're hugging each other. He's rocking her medal. And, a lot of the comments were upset. They were saying, that's Simone's gold medal you're holding, not yours, my guy. While another person said, why are he holding it like he won it? But why are you wearing it?
Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
A first person said, give the medal back, baby. That's not yours.
Do I want to do this? Listen, when you bitches decide to divorce people, you take half their shit that you didn't do nothing for, except, I supported him along his journey and all this other bullshit. So I don't want to hear it. This man can wear the medal if he wants to. He had to support her all through training and all this other nonsense. They married. Like, listen, he can put on a medal if he wants to. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Man, I hate these commenters, yo. I feel like they're just miserable incels, who don't have love, and they hate on anything, that they hate men. There's a lot of people out there who hate men. There's a lot of people out here who hate women, and you see it come out in these weird situations. Like people were triggered by his interview last year when he was saying, "Oh, I was surprised in the situation." But that's just their relationship dynamic, Obviously, they seem happy together. They're very successful people. Like, who cares? Like,
and they're a nice black couple. Stop hating on them. That man plays safety for the Bears. He's got millions too. He's a professional athlete too.
Yeah, he is. But obviously, she's way more successful.
Of course,
a household name.
But listen, that $37K ain't gonna do it.
Bro, she's on pharmaceutical commercials.
I'm just teasing.
That's big money, but she's a household name. We know him as Simone Biles' husband.
We do.
But I have no problem with anyone's significant other or family member posing with the gold medal. Like, I feel like if I was married, I would happily, have my wife or partner, like, or my family member, like, rock that shit. I did this for all of us.
Exactly. He's proud of her. Like, people will just find anything to complain about or try to slight somebody or spite somebody for. Listen, my king, keep doing what you're doing. Stand by your lady, man. Stand by your woman.
Kneel by her because she's mad short. Man.
Listen, stay standing. She don't have to kneel at all.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, people are haters, man. Haters are gonna hate, man. And speaking of kneeling, man, your boy Colin Kaepernick, your twin.
My God.
You're a twin, bro. He's still training and pushing for an NFL spot, bro. NFL season's right around the corner. Preseason already started. I think week 1 is in what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Coming up real fast.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. Preseason's already started.
Yeah, man. It's only like 1.5 preseason games. I don't even know why they have a preseason anymore. It's stupid. I guess to know who's going to make the team.
You got to evaluate talent still, I guess, but
it's not for starters anymore at all. Like, it's like, hell no. But Cap, he says he's still training. You think he'll ever get that shot, man? Or you think he should just give up?
Listen, I appreciate Kaepernick for everything that he did.
Yeah.
With kneeling, standing up for Black rights and Black Lives Matter and staying true in a lot of different ways. But at the same time, I'm tired of this bullshit. Like, bro, we know that you're never going to play in the NFL again. You can say that you're just looking for an opportunity and that you want a team to take a chance and all this other bullshit. But when you had an opportunity to do a whole performance in front of like 25 plus people from the teams, you decided on the day of to change the location and not show up. And it was an hour outside of Atlanta instead of at like whatever the Falcons training facility was and all this type of shit. Like, I think it's nice to say when you've got a camera and a microphone in front of your face that I'm still working and all this other shit, but stop playing games. You're not working. You're not trying to get into the NFL anymore. It's done. That ship has sailed. Go do something else. Go do something. Go on Dancing with the Stars or some bullshit. Like, go do anything else, but I don't want to hear this anymore from him. I don't.
Listen, I believe he's still training. I believe that he really wants to be back in the NFL. He got his settlement. He's made Netflix specials. He's done a lot of different things, charity, a lot of commendable things. I love Colin Kaepernick.
For sure. But, commendable, honorable, noble. Yeah. All those great things, not a professional athlete.
Not years later, you know. I feel like, 4 or 5 years ago, sure. At this point, I'm not sure how old he is.
It's been like 8 years now.
It's been a long time, yeah, since like 2017, 2018. So, I feel like he is training. He has nothing else to do. But to me, it's like hearing Colin Kaepernick talk about wanting to still play in the NFL. It just reminds me of Uncle Rico and Napoleon Dynamite, bro. He's just out in the trailer, just filming himself, just training, throwing footballs, but no one's watching. No one's watching. Bro, give it up, man. You had your time in the Super Bowl. You lost. You did great things, bro. You were flexing on them. You learned a lot about yourself. You really changed the league forever. Now they have end racism in the end zone. Not sure. They still have a bunch of racist owners, but hey, at least it's something.
Exactly. The words are there. The words mean something.
For real, he did make a change. But to
He
me,
did.
it's
He
like,
did.
bro, if you want to play football that bad, man, go to the XFL. Go do something. There's other leagues. There's other ways to make money, and if that's really your passion. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm tired of seeing this article every fucking year. When is it going to end? Is he going to be 50 years old saying, I still want my shot? Like, it's nuts.
The other thing is like, bro, the quote says, I am sure of my ability to provide you with an elite QB option if, God forbid, QB1 goes down. Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, if you want to say, listen, I know I'm not going to be a starter, but I'd love to be a veteran presence in the locker room to help mentor other young players as they continue to grow their career in the NFL. You say something like that, I can stand with you on that. But why are you pretending like you about to be QB2 after you haven't touched a fucking NFL field and seen real competition in 8 years? Like, stop playing.
Bro, see, that's where I got to push back because there's a lot of bum-ass QB2s who just, I don't know how they keep jobs. I don't know how Mark Sanchez was in the league for that many years, and he was trash on trash on trash forever.
Listen, I'm not saying that there aren't players that are trash, but if you expect a team to really put effort and investment into a guy who hasn't even been in training camp or any sort of like not even on a practice squad, like you not nowhere near an NFL team for this long, stop pretending with us.
Yeah, Troy, what do you think about Cap still trying for a comeback?
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like the NFL teams, NFL did him very dirty, and it's messed up. He stood for what he believed in, which I commend. But unfortunately, it's too late, man. I think I get it. He's probably in great shape compared to like the average person, but he's not not playing in the NFL for 7 seasons, not 8 seasons. It's too late, and yeah, I think just give it up. Try like announcing or something. I don't know. Like figure out a way if you want to be involved. Like.
Coaching,
coaching, announcing,
the
something.
league changes so rapidly too.
Yeah.
Like even think of the top quarterbacks now compared to when he was in the league. It's changed so much.
Yep.
Now everybody looks like him, but better.
Yeah.
Like it's just listen. Shout out to Cap. Stop the delusional shit. But listen, everything that he's done for the community, for Black people, for standing up for what's right, I definitely commend that. But put the football down, bro. If you want to stay in shape, stay in shape. But come on.
Listen, I got advice for Cap, man. Start training for the 2028 Olympics in LA, man. They got flag football as a sport. You can get a gold medal, bro. It's a comeback story.
See, that's an option. That's an option. Because you don't have to worry about nobody hitting your ass when you. Well, by then he'll be 40 years. Okay, no, it's not an option.
It is.
He'll be 40 years old.
Football, bro. Who's gonna be on the team? We just saw Jimmer Fredette on 3-on-3 basketball in the first iteration of that.
Jalen Hurts is the official ambassador for flag football.
What does that mean? Does it mean he's gonna be on the team?
That I don't know, but he's like the official ambassador. They announced it. So
well, they do it in the Pro Bowl now as flag football. So maybe it does catch on. I don't know.
Maybe they will have NFL players. I could see NFL players being interested in that.
They should.
It'll be the first opportunity for them to actually get Olympic medals
without a helmet. Oh
well, yeah.
Look, it's me. But yeah,
somebody's getting laid out by accident though. If they've got NFL players out there.
We'll see.
Somebody is getting rocked. Micah Parsons is coming down the middle and killing a QB.
Let us know, guys. What do you think Colin Kaepernick should do? Should he give up his NFL dreams? Do you think he's still good enough to play? I don't know. I think it's getting kind of old, in my opinion. But, hey, a man can dream. He did get screwed over.
He did.
So, I just hope he can find happiness outside of the NFL. That's why I'm thinking of other ways for him to, get his shine.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd do UFC fighting. I don't know, bro, but no, there's not enough money there. It's not worth it.
No, definitely not.
But I tell you where there is money in, man, being a fucking dominatrix.
Hey.
This one woman, she's 26 years old. Her name is Grace. and she claims that she's already made over $2.4 million, owns a lucrative property portfolio worth more than $1.5 million, all from, being a content creator and a findom. You know what a findom is, man?
A woman that is a dominatrix.
A financial dominatrix, specifically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's a
Oh, findom. Got you.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you heard of financial district, fintech, findoms, financial dominatrix. So for most men that she's involved with, this is as simple as them sending cash to her to buy a nice dinner or coffee. She says, I have a lot of married men in contact with me, and I know that I'm a secret from a lot of their wives and girlfriends. Sometimes she'll be on a call with them, and their spouses will come home and they'll cut it off midway. She says she sent underwear to married men, or they paid a high price for her phone number, so it's more personal. But often they'll just send cash for no reason at all. Guys will often pay for her dinners, gas, or coffees. But one person, who they interviewed for this article, man, he goes by the name of Slave Dave.
That's nasty work, yo. That is nasty work. The worst part about it is this guy is in his 20s and he's a teacher.
Bro, Slave Dave is out there teaching the children, man. He's in his mid-20s, Australian teacher. He says he loves being Grace's pay pig. A term used to describe a psychological kink where a submissive participant provides another person with money. Dave will often beg Grace to drain his bank account and said that despite, often struggling to pay his bills, he would not have it any other way. He says, I ended up having to change careers to something higher paying so I can continue paying Grace more. He says, I went down a bad path and sent money to other girls during that time. To make up for it, I made the decision to completely hand over my bank account, logins, my debit card details, and even my emails to Grace to monitor and make sure every dollar I earned was going towards her. He says, I've lived with her completely ruling over my life and finances for the last couple of years. And I couldn't be more content. He says, I go to work every day knowing my paycheck is going toward Grace to pay for her nails, hair, clothes, food, gifts, anything she wants at all. With the allowance she leaves for me, I'm able to get food and gas to get through the week. Grace has raked in over $50,000 from Dave alone. And she goes, I have never seen Dave in person or have any idea how he looks like. I know he's single and he's a teacher, but we have never talked about his personal life. So he never even met this girl.
This man needs to go to a psychologist.
Why you say that?
He gave her access to all his shit. Anything. She gives him an allowance from his bank account. That is insane.
Slave Dave, this is how he wants to live.
This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. She said that I've never seen Dave in person and I don't have any idea what he looks like. I know that he's single and he's a teacher, but we never talk about his personal life. And the first time he gave me access to his account, I was thinking there's no way that this is actually going to work. But I logged in, sent myself money, and it started from there. Never personally heard of this kink before talking to him. And I still cannot believe that's such a popular kink for a lot of people.
A lot of people, man, I can't believe that shit, Honestly, they were saying, like, what's worse, having, like, a gay son or thought daughter? Having a slave son is the worst thing you could ever think of. If I raised a kid and he worked hard just to give his money to a woman he never met, I'd be so disappointed, bro.
Dog, the thing is, he's given her $50,000. So that means he hasn't even, he's given her everything that he's got, basically, which isn't that much. And this chick is a millionaire with millions of dollars worth of properties. And meanwhile, this dude is on an allowance. But Dave trusts, she said, Dave trusts I would never screw him over or take too much that he couldn't afford to live. We also chat about his expenses and bills to make it work mutually.
Wow, it's a mutually beneficial deal or arrangement. It's crazy. I never heard of this. I couldn't imagine being a part of something like this, especially without meeting a person. It's just like, we talk about OnlyFans girls and how they make so much money. At least they provide content. This woman does do adult content, but not specifically for him. This is just him opening up his account to her. Have you ever even heard of anything like this?
I've never heard of this, but I mean, I know there's plenty of guys that trick and things like that. But this is, I'm disgusted by this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
To allow this to happen,
He
to
wants it to
want
happen.
this to happen, like it's nasty work.
Yeah, Troy, what do you take from this? Were you surprised by this? Is this something you heard of before?
Yeah, I actually watched a movie about this. I
Oh,
think
really?
called Sanctuary.
Okay.
Earlier this year, it's pretty good. But it's a similar situation. This guy, millionaire CEO of a company, and he pays this like 20-year-old woman to take his money and do all this stuff. Pretty good movie, but so I am familiar with it. I don't like it though. It's like you're wasting all this money, and it just drives me insane. Like you said, Brian, he needs to talk to somebody because there's like some deep rooted issues.
My thing is like, okay, you're in your 20s now. How long are you going to continue to do this? Because I'm sure there's plenty of women that whenever this chick is like, all right, this little 50K that I've gotten from you isn't quite enough. I'm going to move on to the next pig. Like he's going to find somebody else to do this because it seems like he's got some real problem.
Yeah.
But like, don't you want to have a life, a future?
This is
anything?
his life. He
Like-
said he said he made the mistake of giving money to other women, so that's when he said, "You know what? Have everything." He was cheating on her.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? I was spreading my money too thin. It should all go to you.
That's crazy. And, I wouldn't say he's wasting his money because he is investing in this woman's life to stay beautiful and rich. I feel like a lot of people do this, all Trump supporters who donate to him. They're pay pigs. There's a lot of people out there who, people who go to church. Some can say they're pay pigs. There's other things.
different.
How's it different?
The church doesn't have access to your bank account and give you an allowance based on your earnings. Like it
They
doesn't-
wish they could, though. If they could, they would totally be cool with it.
You might be right there. You
Yeah,
might
but
be
it
right
is
there.
crazy. That was his idea. It wasn't even her idea. Imagine, this is the stuff that feminists never talk about. They never complain about things like this because it's just like, I feel like this will never happen to a man, no matter what. I would really love to hear the story of a woman hanging up a man saying, "I'm just going to give you money for nothing." For real. I want to hear that.
I want to hear it too. If anybody has ever come across this sort of dynamic when it's reversed, you've got a woman that is just giving you money for nothing.
Yeah.
Please. We would love to have you join us, talk about your experience, teach us the tricks of the trade, whatever works.
Yeah, in order for a man to do this, man, he has to be the Tinder swindler. He has to fucking make it a business. He has to trick someone. She didn't have to do anything but just be herself, make content, and had someone offer her do this. That's the difference. He's scamming himself. But hey, he's getting some type of fulfillment off of that. I mean, they say some people are real givers or giving people. And you think this is just that on steroids, or do you really think he has a mental disorder or something?
No, I think he needs help. Like there's something wrong with him. He had previous trauma where this is something that he's doing. I don't know, but this is nuts.
It's so weird. Maybe he's rich. Maybe he is a teacher, but maybe his family has money and he feels like he just doesn't know the value of it. I don't know, but I feel like
if his
anyone
family had money though, he would have more than 50K that he gave her, unless he specifically created a separate bank account for this.
That's what I would think. I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine it. Maybe his family knows that, they had to cut him off because he was giving away too much of their money.
I
Who knows?
just can't imagine. Like, you can access so many different things from somebody's bank account. Like, you can get social security number, you can get address, phone number, like all their personal details, where you can literally like rob them blind, which is, I mean, essentially what he's allowed her to do. I just, something weird is in the water in Australia. Like, down under is something different.
We gotta go. We gotta go because we talk about it so much, man. Man, also this Australian escort, she actually claims that she actually saves marriages. She's a hero. Her and Meghan Markle. Heroes. She says, she saved couples' marriages by sleeping with married men. Sex worker and adult film star Bonnie Blue said she never judges married men for seeking out her services, but she places blame on the wives for moaning too much and not knowing how to pleasure their husband. The 25-year-old revealed that plenty of married men are paying $1,000 an hour to have sex with her while their wives and kids are at home. She says many of the husbands will use her services to save their marriage and become better husbands. She says, I have 100% saved marriages. Sleeping with me can be a one-off. No texting, late-night phone calls, or secret gifts. She claims her average income of $13,000 a day, going up to $33,000 a day at peak periods.
Wait, the number's not adding up here.
What do you mean?
She said guys pay up to $1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
How is she getting? She's having 13 guys in a day?
Well, 13 hours could be a couple guys, or people could pay more. She said up to $33,000 a day at peak period. She could have different rates if she's going away for days. She said it never feels like a job, though. She said, I get paid to receive pleasure, and for that, I'll be forever grateful. She said she made over $1 million last year. $1 million. But she's saying she's helping. Do you agree with her sentiment? Like, you think she's helping marriages?
I mean, she might be from the guy's perspective, but I'm sure from the woman's perspective, this is not helping. Like, if the wives knew that this is how husband is getting help in his marriage, I don't think it would help at all. I think it would be ending a lot of marriages.
But she's saying she keeps it on the low, but she does have 4 reasons that explain this. She says the first major reason is that the wives are not pleasuring their husbands the way they want to be pleasured. The second reason could be that they just want a distraction from their stressful daily life. She says, seeing me is stress release. They can go back to their families and be a better husband and dad. The third is they might be simply bored of sleeping with the same person for so long and they want some excitement. The fourth reason is that sleeping with a porn star is honestly such a fantasy for so many. And sleeping with her can be a dream come to life. The final reason is that I'm hotter than their wife. It's that simple. She is a 25-year-old porn star, so I mean, these reasons.
I mean, she got some valid shit there.
She's convinced you. Honey,
Listen,
let's save our marriage.
I'm not saying that, like, I don't know. Maybe for some of these guys that is what works, but looking at her, I mean, she's good looking.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
cute. She's a cute girl, but I mean, she's made $1 million, but she said she has
a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I understand her reasoning.
That's a crazy amount of money, though.
Yeah, it is to save marriages. She's a hero. I mean, she's a great saleswoman.
Women got such a cheat code, man.
What do you mean?
All they do is sell themselves, and they make this kind of money. It's nuts.
That's not true, man. Men can sell themselves too to other men. It's just not fun.
Yeah, not as fun for us.
I don't think it's fun for them either. Personally, I don't envy them.
They keep saying that they love their lifestyle,
bro. A lot of people say that. It's like they have to because they're trying to sell themselves. They're doing articles, so clearly they're trying to get their name out there. But I don't know.
You don't buy it.
I don't buy. I think she means what she says, and I understand her perspective. But she's so young. You know, she's 25 years old. She thinks she's doing something good. We all thought we were doing something good in our 20s. You know, but you kind of get older, and you just kind of realize.
Listen, I wasn't making $1 million in my 20s.
Yeah, me either. Maybe one day, but not selling ass. I'm not doing that.
No. I mean, I wonder what's going on where, like, I don't want to get into, like, serious this out, but it's just, like, the values. I feel like there's so many women that are just, like, selling themselves like this now.
I mean, I just think it's publicized because of the internet. And it is inflation, you know? Like, it's crazy. I mean, we talk to guys on the streets, and, you know, they say girls be working at Amazon. And I'm like, that's not bad. You know, at least they're working. One of the comments said when we posted that video, I'm like, that's true. You can't shit on the Amazon workers. I want my package right now. Yeah. Thank you, women. Go bust them boxes down.
For real. For real.
There's people out there making an honest living. Not everyone is selling ass. But I will say, like, it's easier now than ever.
It is. That is a fact.
It's the oldest profession in the world, they say. So let us know, guys. Do you think escorts save marriages? Do you believe that?
And if an escort would save yours, definitely let us know.
Bro, snitch on yourself. Honestly, I don't think she's saving any marriages, but I do understand how it is easier. If somebody does, you know, want to step outside of their marriage, you want to simplify it. If it's just sex and not like a total affair with emotions attached, yeah. I can see her point. And I do think in certain situations, you know, I understand that. But I think she's selling herself. She's good at her job, clearly. So, yeah. Another Australian escort, though. She's not so positive. She's not so positive, man.
Oh, we see the other side of the coin.
The other side of the coin in Australia. This 28-year-old high-end escort, Kadia Cortez. I don't even know how to say her name. Katija. Khadija Cortez. She lives in Sydney, and she says, you know, being a sex worker means she's able to collect data on Australian men. And she's saying they suck in bed, man. She's saying they're terrible lovers. It's funny. I saw someone like tweet, this guy like retweeted this, and he was like, "Sweetie, we're not doing this for you." Yeah. And someone commented and was like, "We." This man just snitched on himself. What a dumbass.
Oh, man, that's funny as hell. But no, that's my first thought as well. I'm like, listen, your job is actually to provide the service to us. Like, it's not the other way. I'm not paying you to pleasure you.
Yeah.
If you catch some pleasure on the way, then sure, congrats.
Yeah, she's being critical, though. You know, she's saying, you know, there are so many husbands, boyfriends, men, young men, old men who have absolutely not a single idea how to please a woman. How are their wives, girlfriend, and women in general putting up with this?
Yeah, this chick is delusional.
Yeah, she's a bummer. It's just like, bro, the other girl was super positive. She was good at her job. She's like, I'm saving marriages. This chick's just complaining. But she is 28. The other girl's 25. I think that 3-year period. Maybe we've all been at a job too long.
She not working hard enough. She's not getting enough money. Got to increase that price point, baby.
Oh my God. But yeah, she's saying everyone sucks. But she has some advice. She's saying porn could be an amazing educational tool. It can give someone guidance on the general flow of a session. You don't need to compare your size or stamina to that of a porn star. But if you can even last 2 seconds and only do missionary and can't even execute that properly, then we have a problem.
Bitch, then it's your job. You the professional. You are the professional. You supposed to take charge or something.
Yeah. I mean,
this makes no sense.
She said many men still don't know where the clit is. She says lots of men do not ask their sexual partners what they like. She says the best encounters are ones where a guy asks her what she also likes. So she doesn't have to be too robotic. It could be in a sexy way. You know, she's saying all participants in a session with people they've not slept with before should be asking their partner what they like, checking in to see if something feels okay. She said, I've had many clients look at me weird when I ask them if they like something. So she has advice. I want to react to like her talking about porn as a good educational tool because I totally disagree with that. Porn is entertainment. Like porn is made to look a certain way on camera so people can jerk off with themselves or just be in a fantasy, but it's not reality. Like I think that's why the Hawk Tuah girl got so popular because people are just obsessed with porn and think that that's what sex is supposed to be like. Like, spit on someone, choke someone, smack someone, do all this shit. And I'm just like, to me, it's just like if you just don't get to know someone before you start doing wild shit like that because you see it on porn, I don't think it's a good educational tool.
That is true.
I do think her advice about talking through things is good. When it comes to like getting an escort, yeah, I'm with you. Like, if I were to get an escort, I'm not really worried about. Did you have a good time? It's like I'm paying you. Like for any type of service, I feel like it's about me.
She sounds delusional. She's not getting to the bag like the other chick. That's for sure. I could tell you that.
Yeah. She just sounds resentful. I feel like we've all been at a job for too long and just kind of get tired of it. What?
You said she's been at the job for too long.
For real. We've all been at a job we start to hate. It's just like, oh damn, these people, this makes no sense. Just like you need a new job. You just don't like being an escort anymore. Start doing some other stuff. But yeah, maybe she could start a sex podcast or something.
She said the big trend she has noticed though is men who think women can orgasm on command. It's as if it's something I can just snap my fingers and do. These men usually tend to be the guys who are the worst in bed, or in the reverse, when a man will finish in 2 seconds and then ask me if I also came. We can't control it.
Just lie.
Exactly. That's your job. That's what you're getting paid to do.
Just lie. Get him out of there. Like, you should be happy it only lasted a couple seconds. That's easy money.
Oh my! Exactly. Right.
I thought that's what the point was. But listen, I'm not a prostitute. I don't get escorts. I don't know. No. This is just me, wondering. But let us know, guys. Do escorts save marriages? Should people, be mindful of pleasuring their escort when they pay for sex with them? I don't know.
That is comical to me.
Yeah, it is funny. But yeah, man.
That's like you pay for a massage and you want to ask them, oh, are your hands getting tired? Do you want to take a break? Does my back feel good for you?
Yeah, I get it. I think she needs a new job. But they, one place that people say that they have the best sex, man, is vacation. Over half of Americans say vacation sex is the best ever, man. Traveling turns Americans on.
They do be hidden.
With more than 52% of us admitting to having the best sex of our lives on vacation, and a whopping 42% revealing the fireworks were a result of with someone other than their partner. Woo! Man, them girls' trips to Jamaica.
Oh my God! Yeah, no.
Oh man, were you surprised by these numbers, man? I know you've been on. You love your trips. I know, Troy, you're just in Costa Rica. It's always good to get an escape, but that seemed like a high percentage.
I mean, I'm not that surprised by it, honestly. I think that when you're on vacation, it's like a release from like everyday life, the stresses of life and things like that. Plus, I don't know, depending on where you're going, it's a beautiful place. It's tropical.
Yeah.
You're getting some liquor going, some other vices going. Like it's a little bit more relaxing and free.
Yeah, I agree. You're just in a different mindset, usually on vacation. It's more romantic. You're outside of your distractions. You can focus on each other, experience what your surroundings. You're not in your phone as much, hopefully. But that's why I see like these reality shows, man, like they be mesmerizing people because they put them in these, vacation type spots that, no one can really afford to live that way forever. They put them in paradise. They put them in these scenarios, spending so much time together, and they feel like they're in love.
Yeah.
I feel like it's similar when other people, go outside their element, but then you got to come back to reality. But it is cool to have an escape. I will say I was surprised how high the number was with people out, doing it outside of their relationship. It says, what does it say? A steamy study shows that 74% of singles are eager to meet someone on their next adventure, while 26% of those in relationships say they're up for a summer romance this year. Which, damn, 26% of people are up to cheat on their significant other.
That's kind of crazy.
What are these numbers, man? I don't know. Do you think people should be paranoid if their significant other goes on a trip?
I think that's a crazy percentage. That is a crazy percentage. But I mean,
we talked about that woman who cheated 30 miles away from her husband's in her home, when her sister was on vacation with her, and she cried and told him the next day, and he was pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, I these numbers are pretty high. I think all this stuff it's leading to more infidelity.
Yeah.
All this like sexualized nature of everything, whether it's social media, OnlyFans, the Olympics, like whatever it is. You know, they had to order 300,000 condoms for the Olympics this year, for the Olympic Village.
Damn, that's crazy.
They was looking good out there. I get it.
I mean, I get it too.
Yeah.
I get it too. A lot of in shape people in their prime. Like, let's go for it. Let's get it. Yeah. But yeah, let us know, guys. Do you agree with these numbers? Do you like to have sex on vacation more than regular life? I feel like most people do. But I do think it's interesting to see how many people are just so ready to step out. But hey, who knows? We talked about passport bros last year. It became a trend for people to go to different countries and try to hook up with women. Yeah. We watched 90 Day Fiance. All these different types of shows that have popped up. So I feel like there's been all types of different relationships and trends that have happened, and people are more open sexually. Yeah. But yeah, vacation's great. I'm sure everyone has been getting out and going places this summer. Let us know what has been your favorite vacation spot this year, guys. Let us know. We want to know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much most of what we have for tonight. I know we had some technical difficulties.
Yes,
but
indeed.
we recovered gracefully.
That's right. Thank you all for joining. We covered a lot today. Yeah. I mean, from some of the election stuff that's going on all the way through to Ice Spice, Drake and Kanye and 50 Cent, Joe Rogan, and then the Olympics. We definitely covered a lot.
We covered it all. We had a lot to catch up with. It's been a few weeks, but we'll be back next week, guys.
Definitely.
We'll be back with way more stuff to catch up on. Let us know. What do you want to hear from us? Do you have any feedback on these topics? We're going to be posting up content all week. So we want to hear from you. Maybe we can read some stuff off next week when we're by the pool. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
We will be poolside.
Yes. Woo! I can't wait. It's been a fun summer. We're coming to an end in the next few weeks. I can't believe Labor Day is in a couple of weeks, man.
I know. It's so crazy. What can you do? What are you up to this weekend? Israel
Adesanya, fighting Dricus du Plessis. He's trying to get that middleweight strap back Saturday night, man. And then, more importantly, man, I'm seeing Future in Metro tomorrow, Brooklyn.
Oh,
I think it's a bomb for it.
That should be a good show. That should be a really good show.
I'm hoping some people pop out. Maybe Kendrick, man. I don't know. Wishful thinking.
Be crazy.
Kendrick, come out, man. They say you living in Brooklyn. If
that
he
would
came
be
out from
really
like that,
crazy.
That'll make my summer. Like I'll be so happy. So we'll see. But either way, I'm not trying to get my hopes up because even if it doesn't happen, we got Gambino in a couple weeks, and I'm super pumped for that. So much fun stuff this summer that I'm really excited about. But thanks so much, everyone, for joining. We know you missed us. We missed you. Really excited to come back next week. And yeah, let us know. You have any feedback from this episode? Anything you want to hear next week? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
No doubt. Catch y'all soon. Peace.
Till next time.